alone again, naturally. Year after year, countless dogs sleep countless nights, grief-stricken on their owners' graves. Lonely neurons shoot impotent transmitters across unbridgeable chasms. Solitary clouds are born on indifferent breezes. The newly conscious fetus, twitching in confusion, hopelessly dependent on the kindness of strangers. Parallel play in the gray, abandoned schoolyard. The blind mole rat, burrowing its way through a grimy hell, seeking its putrid prize. Children instinctively realize that Halloween is the only honest holiday. All others are the strutting vanities of tribes, now become nations. Paper-thin fantasies of beneficent tooth fairies and zombie used car salesmen. The worship of charismatic, ancestral charlatans, shrouded in the mists of time. In Halloween, one finds all the child's grimly instinctive forebodings. The monstrous terror and absurdity of death, the frantically impotent grasping of the living. The schoolboy encapsulates, in his fear of the vampire, the gaping maw at the center of the world, waiting patiently to swallow both him and his loved ones. What he cannot yet see is what the vampire himself must endure. He who is condemned to eternally roam the insipid earth in search of the vilest nourishment, though it be momentary nectar for him. All this in order that he might experience yet another night of unbearable hunger, temporary satiation, tedium, longing, and stupidity. We know him. He is one of us, the undead. He tells himself over and over again, how sweet is the music of wolves, knowing full well he has endured mind-numbing millennia of its feral, melodic sameness. But all this subjective agony is merely the wailing and gnashing of rotting dentures against palates crawling with malignant bacteria, as existentially isolated from one another as their unwitting host is from those he deems his or her most precious loved ones. What remains is this: the cosmic loneliness at the universe's very heart, beating mindlessly and stubbornly in a sea of nothingness. Everything vanishes there, folded upon itself into a hungry, makeshift placenta, which struggles to attach itself to something, anything, casting violently about for a non-existent mother universe in which to seek oblivion. A ruined world in a minor dying solar system, floating in a hopelessly bounded universe, expanding into a frozen, eerie silence. And yet, who is more unhappy? He who frantically scribbles his notes from underground to a world from which he is hopelessly estranged? Or he who stands on the precipice of the universal void, that wildly thrashing force that drives the agonized green fuse to its insipid destiny? The only salvation lies in forgetting. It swallows grief, rock, plant, animal, planet, galaxy, and the unreal self. Do not deceive yourself any longer. You must henceforth write with tears and blood. You must load your slippers with boulders. Walk bravely into the lake and drown the world. It is not nothing to live without hope. It is the zenith of bravery, heroism, the most dearly bought clear-sightedness. Observe the chaos of the passionate moment, the selfishly sputtering genes, wildly ejaculating their 15 Roman candle moments of fame. Listen for the inevitably vigorous cretinous and naively sentimental applause. One finds one's hope elsewhere. The hope for wild, melatonin-drenched dreams, which coddle one in a milky gauze for a time, that time between now and ultimate forgetting. Is this hope? Despair? Nietzsche's grim end was no negation of his work. It was his final and most potent affirmation of the gruesome black hole at the center of the world, into which he dove willingly and eagerly to voluptuously embrace the purest anarchy and madness. This, then, is philosophy. Cough up your arguments, your thoughts, though they be not yours, your wishes, dreams, and agonies. Choke on your phlegm and bile until your throat emits a ghastly yet ethereally beautiful music, until your eyes glaze over with a frozen and appalling film, until you no longer know that you do not now and will never know. Wink your way out of existence with a ghoulish laugh you yourself can no longer hear. For he who laughs best and most heartily is no longer aware of his own laughter, though it echoes eerily and eternally through an abandoned and frozen universe.